Hello, I'm Bernardo Basmayo of the Philippines. My life started to turn around when I when I resigned from my job as sales and service consultant of Aviva Publishing House last February 5, 1998. My sales manager, Manuel Capolo, almost didn't accept my resignation letter, but until I told him that it was part of my 5-year marketing plan, that I would seek better opportunities if I feel that I would stagnate. Although I was officially resigned, he invited me to join the monthly meeting next March 7 to 1998. That is first Saturday of the month. I felt that going, but I went. And after the meeting, the usual things happened. We chatted and shared stories after stories while eating and drinking. And you know what? Something happened that changed my life. My former colleague Jeffrey de la Vega told us that this is going to be a speech laboratory installation at the Notre Dame of Mid-South College, and teachers would be meeting to finalize everything this coming Friday afternoon. I decided to go, but before I went, I called Mr. Capulong to inform him that I'm going to Notre Dame of Mid-South College and present a speech laboratory proposal. Are you sure? He asked me. Don't think it over first, because you don't have a background of electronics, and speech laboratory is a complex mechanism. It's a complex system. You will just fail, and you will just put yourself and your family in a very embarrassing situation, which you will regret later. As I go to bed, I still recalled what Mr. Polung told me. And it didn't escape my wife. And she asked me, "What's bothering you, Don?" "No, nothing." "That's the result of your false decision. You resigned and now you're bothered." "No, it's not my resignation." "Then what?" Mr. Kapulung told me that I will just fail if I go to Notre Dame of Mid-South and get the speech laboratory contract. "Speech laboratory? Are you crazy? You cannot even fix a simple microphone." I weighed everything, and I was convinced that both of them are correct. But like anybody else, like you and me, who are just hard-headed sometimes, I decided to go. After a 3-hour drive, I arrived at Notre Dame of Mid-South College at 1 p.m. That is 2 hours before the scheduled meeting. And because I don't know anything about speech laboratory, I just asked them so many questions. I asked them of what they want their speech laboratory to be like, for whom, and for what level it is being offered. And you know what? Their answers to my questions made the entire presentation, and that lead to the final close of the sale. I required them to pay 50% down payments, and they agreed. I happily told my wife that I got the sale, but she retorted, "And where will you get the money to finance the project? The school will give 50% down payment." 50%? And where will you get the other 50% to complete the project? I was mum, because I don't have the answer. And maybe the universe was listening, because 1 week after, my phone rang, which I also immediately answered. Hello, this is Bernardo Basmayor. How may I help you? This is Mrs. Agustin of Notre Dame Otajangas Elementary. I learned that you are installing the speech laboratory of Notre Dame of Bishop College. Please come tomorrow and see me. Before sunrise, I drove, and after 4 hours, I arrived there at 9 a.m. and we talked for about 45 minutes. And Mrs. Agustin agreed to pay 50% down payments, but bargained for 3 monthly installment for the balance, which I also accepted. That's win-win. And as I was about to leave, Mrs. Agustin thanked me and told me, Bernardo, you are so marvelous. As usual, I thank God for the blessing, because I already have money to finish the project of Notre Dame of Bishop, and still I have the money for 3 months collectively. The collected balance I used the collected balance to hire competent technicians and to promote my newfound business. And now I'm not only serving schools in my country, the Philippines, because I'm now in Tanzania serving two contracts for speech laboratory. That incident was still vivid in my mind, which I'm proudly would like to share repeatedly to anybody, anytime, anywhere.